is actually very, very, very hot water. Let's take a few grounding breaths. Guys, I am Esther Joy, a human that likes to help humans, and on this channel we like to spread love, light, joy, and peace. Spread it to the breeze, the trees, and today we're talking about the thought police, and I think it's time to talk about it because I think it's important to police your own thoughts. Sorry, that's me screaming because I'm gonna change the title right now. It's not reflecting the live that's happening. So why do we have to have a thought police in our own mind? Okay, police is not bad. Okay, it's a part of the social system of life. Okay, it's a part of the governance of human society, how life goes. They're not bad. You know, they're not bad any worse than the next person. But they have a duty. And their duty is to, you know, do what they can do with what they are given. So what happens when you have an unoffensive thought? Why we need a thought police is because sometimes our mind is like a monkey mind and it goes all over the place. And in these times, in that moment, you have to give yourself the permission to be, you know, to be, okay, to be free, to be fully who you are, okay, to acknowledge and have compassion with this, okay? Thought police your own thoughts, okay? That is what we are here for. And it sounds funny because, but let's be honest, I don't know about you, but I have lots of impulsive thoughts and they are crazy. Gosh. And I feel like they've been coming, no pun intended, they've been more intense lately though. And so these impulsive thoughts need some sense of control. They need to be channeled properly. So I guess what I'm saying is that it is important to channel these thoughts because they are what incantates the emotions, what opens up the emotional door. And when the emotional door is open, well, you know, at that moment you're just energy in motion. It's just flowing. You can't really stop it at that moment. It is just going. Gosh. So I wanted to make this little live video to let you know that it actually, yeah, like you might be thinking, oh, now Esther, don't thought police, I'm a free thinker. Well, that's great and all, but like you need to have a discernment with your thoughts. You need to have some kind of filter so that you don't get lost in the sauce, all right? You want your barbecue, ketchup, mustard, mayo, ranch to all mix together. Somebody let me know how that tastes. Maybe, but like sometimes no. Sometimes you gotta be clear, you know, you just need the mayonnaise. That's okay. So I've been struggling with this, my friend. I feel like, so why don't we do a little mind map? Because sometimes for me, and we're gonna do a little mind map, and in terms of policing our thoughts, I think it's really just gonna be more or less a act of identifying what thoughts within us are causing what emotions. And I really want to look directly at energy management. So what is maybe draining our thoughts and what is, you know, supplying it with more life. Gosh, guys, I'm I feel like every video I make, I just slowly deteriorate. But you know, I think we all slowly deteriorate. And I believe that our life goes in cycles. Sometimes I am regenerating, sometimes I am deteriorating. And right now it is a season where I feel like I am more so deteriorating. And I have to be okay with that because that's just where I am at. Okay, and you know, suck it up, buttercup. By the way, daffodils are blooming. It is a season. They are beautiful. I am curious of the symbolism of daffodils because you know, it is a season. I see so many daffodils. It's beautiful. So let me get on my drawing glove, which I haven't put on in a while. You can probably hear the loud noises I'm making as I try to find my drawing glove. Oh, is it not there? Oh, that is awkward. I guess I have to find where I put it. That is, last I remember I gave it to my brother. Alright, that's fine. The good old sleeve will have to do for today. Now, I can say that immediately my mental health is doing pretty good today because I'm not at the verge of tears. And that's always a good sign. It's been a very good day today. And sometimes I'm at the verge of tears because life is just so beautiful. Yeah. But this is why I need to monitor my thoughts a little bit more. Mostly because I found myself like being in the crossroads a lot with making decisions, feeling split and then not making a decision. And that's like the worst thing ever. So we want to reduce that as much as possible. And so that's why part of me is like, listen, Esther, you just gotta like pick a side. You just gotta like do it. And then, figure it out from there. So that's kind of the vibe that we've been going with lately, and that's what's been working. My god, the feeling of dread in my body is just horrible right now. It feels so bad, and it's just a feeling, it's just a feeling, and I know that I'm absorbing a lot. And I can just kind of let it go. Okay, so okay. Wow. The feelings that are coming through right now, they're intense, my friend. They are intense. This is weird. It's a little weird, but like in a good way, right? It's in a good way. So with that being said, with my lovely crying self, I'm looking forward to doing a little bit of a mind map with you guys, and we'll just see what we can do, where we get at with it, and explore the mind of Esther today. That should be the the words, or what would you say? The words. Okay, we are commencing the brain scanning, opening our mind to what is behind, figuring out what lies behind the lines. Mind map time. Okay, wow, okay, I kind of just want that to be like actually a silhouette of myself. Is that like... How was this shot? Wow, okay, that is my face. That is my face. Wow. Y'all really catching me at the most weirdest, vulnerable hours of my life. Why am I like this? It's okay. Now, this is for a reason. I feel like I feel these feelings, and I feel like I gotta share them for a reason. So we just going with it. So this is my mind. This is what we're working with. Okay, this is how I'm doing my mind maps. I usually start with thinking about the conscious on this side. So on the front of the face, I like to think about, and feel free to join, feel free to join us with this little fun little time we got here. So this is conscience, and then this is subconscious. So the reason why we got these two going on here is because yeah, I don't know, that's just how my brain works. I don't know, that's just how I see it. Like, so there's some things that I see that are going on, in my mind, and there are some things that, I think one of the biggest things that I see are time, how I am spending time. Another one is money. And I think those are some of the things that I see. Also just like, how would I say, like, socializing? Where is France in the mind map? Grand strategist, you are asking an extreme advanced question. This is like this is like looking at the Mediterranean map. But if I were to say France is like right here, guys, forgive me for my drawing of France. I don't know if that's accurate. It's probably not. Yeah, we'll call it that. Ooh, gosh, guys, stop. Now, I mean, but no, don't stop. I appreciate it. Food is a beautiful thing that I'm also thinking about. Thank you so much. Are these all connected? Like time, money, socializing, food is another big one. What a motivator it is for me. I just broke my fast for the month earlier today, and I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of hard. I haven't kind of had struggled with just fasting for a while, but my body was not really having it that much today. I'm gonna make this circle a little bit smaller, but we got through it. It was good. It was really, really good. And I knew as soon as I could eat, like, the minimum time of 36 hours was over, I was like, man, I could keep going. You know what? I could go for another 36 hours. I feel fine. That hump of food, it was just great. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, I wasn't doing the best. And I was like, actually, yeah. Oh yes, a really big one for me, this that I'm more conscious of right now, is sleep. It's been such a big one. I've been trying to keep my sleep schedule, like, be healthy, but honestly, did I notice any difference when I was attempting to get 8 hours of sleep versus 4.5? Not really. I still had the habit of, like, sitting up in bed and falling back asleep. And so I think that it has to do a lot more with habits. And so that is something that I want to work on more of. Oh gosh. Speaking, I got to speak a lot for, the school, and share my project and compete with my project. I didn't win, but that's okay. You learn, you live, and you learn. And that's the important thing. So there was a lot of speaking stuff. I feel like a big part of socializing for me now has been clubs. And I love clubs. And one club in particular that I really love is Build Space. Build Space isn't even really a club. But it's just a great, it's just great. It's just great. I'm not even gonna put it there. It's just great. I'll just leave clubs there. Other things that are taking my time, and I don't know if this counts as socializing, but like recruiting for my job. So job, that's been a thing. I also feel like I've just also a good experience to just do it, absolutely. Oh gosh. I feel like, oh man, job, socializing, speaking. Sleep, just my habits have been not the best. But you know what? Honestly, like my sleep and wake habits are pretty good. So maybe I won't do that. I'll do habits on the inside because I want to expand on that more. Okay, so habits over here. I'm just gonna put the word habits because these are some of the things that I guess are more like these words will start branching off into other things, but it's just one big circle over there. In terms of money, I think the biggest thing has just been like tuition. Uh, Tuition. What am I going to do? Well, I applied to a couple scholarships. Thinking about speaking. Yes, speaking is good experience. I love speaking, my friend. I actually, fun fact, when I was younger than I am now, and when I was in the auxiliary of the Air Force, I had the honor of hosting and running a lot of public speaking workshops like once a month, and it was just brought me a lot of joy to do this for Long Island Wing. It was just a really fun thing to see how words the shyest person sometimes has so much to say when they're comfy and is really fascinating. When it comes to socializing, never was one who talked very much. Yeah, like, gosh, guys, man, I feel like listening, I should put that in here as well because they're connected, right? They're absolutely connected. Cuz I've been doing a lot of listening. I think I'm blessed that there are people in this world who take the time to share what's going on in their life with me, and like I can kind of experience that life experience with them as they share it. But it definitely takes a lot, like, just gosh, it just takes a lot of energy, like energy wise, to be present with someone. Not really, like, it doesn't take that much energy. When you're really present with someone, they'll actually replenish it back. I don't think I've been the most present lately. And I'll be honest, it could be better. It could be better. I think it's getting there, but yeah, it could definitely be better. It could absolutely be better. Can you go back in time to the Air Force and help me get a ride on the SR? Okay, actually, no. I did have an opportunity to choose some people to ride in a Blackbird, but I wasn't even one of the people that got to go in the Blackbird. They were just like, "Hey, yo, Sherry, hit us up with some people who should go in the Blackbird," because they knew I had all the tea on the medical stuff, and who wouldn't like pass out in a helicopter. But that's beautiful. Okay, well, yeah, tuition is a big one. I have to buy all this marketing material. Just gonna say marketing material, and like I'm planning on buying some of it today, because to be honest, so I've been competing with my idea, my crypto coin to regenerate community gardens, and I did get $100 gift card, which I'm going to use to pretty much just buy marketing material like seed packets and help set up the platform, and just like the stickers for the membership cards and stuff like that. So it kind of is a blessing. Whoa. Yeah, it is really cool. Fast planes, fast. Oh, gosh. In terms of time and money, I also feel like gardening is something that I'll put here. Okay, because I am not only helping build a community garden with my campus, but also just like I may have promised like 2 neighbors or 3 or 5 neighbors that I would help them with their community garden with this project. So I mean, that's a thing. Plants. I like plants. I like trees. I like trees. I'm gonna change this to trees. Hug trees. Today, I actually kicked and hugged trees. I was practicing my kicking combat skills. That after I kicked the tree, I would hug it. I hope that the kick makes the roots stronger in the tree. Okay. Food. I think fasting is something. I don't know. It's something I just finished fasting, but I think I want to explore doing more like I don't know if a short form fasting is the right word. I mean, it's Ramadan right now. A lot of people are fasting, and I think that's why I'm kind of in the vibe. You know, I resonate with that. For me, I'm thinking maybe I'll just fast when the sun is up, and that will force me to be aware of how the sun's cycles are elongating. Okay, so that's kind of in terms of conscious, like what we got going on. What else? What else? What else? Time, food, energy. I think a lot of my energy is going to designing. Okay, I know we already have socializing here. Food, fasting, family. I don't know. Family, there are also friends that, you know, I guess that's with it, right? Oh gosh, you know, just hitting up family members, see how they doing. I should make Esther mad so that she kicks. No, you should not. I did not kick those trees because I was mad. I was just simply practicing my skills, and they are trees, so I knew that they wouldn't take it too hard, and that hopefully it will strengthen their root system. Hopefully, that's why I hugged them after. All right. So that's pretty much in terms of conscious what we got going on. Okay, a lot of this is just like straight up simple stuff. I feel like there's more out here. Movement, energy, designing, just like movement. And I mean, most of my movement is coming from walking the dog, which I'll be honest, since Jedi got in the dog fight with the neighbor's dog, and because I don't really trust a neighbor like that, because who just backs up their vehicle in the fence to keep it closed? They do. And I can't say it's very effective because, you know, that dog came out there like 3 times. This is the second time they got in a dog fight. And I just like definitely do not feel that comfy, like all that comfy walking across their yard. Yeah, so but today I did because I was like, I can't live in fear forever. I'm gonna walk my dog. And I was saying, yay, though I walked through the I was literally saying this whole jeez Louise, this whole The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the waters. He restoreth my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me. In the presence of mine enemies, thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Okay, so I was just saying that, and honestly, also carrying a stick, it was great. I felt like God was watching me. It's great. Okay, so that's in terms of conscious, that's what we got going on. Also singing. I rather like singing, but you know, I think that there's a couple things. It's kind of like, I don't know. I'll just leave that one there. It doesn't need to all be connected, but does it? It's connected to speaking. It just goes off the screen, so that's fine. You guys know it's connected. Okay. Music is a big part of how I keep my energy up to par. Whether it's listening to it and playing it, more so playing it. Yeah, crazy. You said that. You saw me write that down. Wonderful. We're on the same length, the same brave length. Yeah, I think a part of me in terms of gardening has been, you know, houseplants. I don't know. Houseplants are pretty easy, but then also like preparing grounds. You know, a lot of like you at this point the last frost is already probably gone. We're just practicing precaution at this point because you don't know how the weather be. It'd be crazy sometimes. And now and this is for my zone, but now you start going to actually planting and putting these plants in the ground now. If you are a smart person, smart farmer, you will all have already started putting your seeds in their little pods so that they could germinate and, you know, their roots would be situated. But I'm just gonna go directly in the soil. Oh boy. Yeah. But yeah, I think a big part of me is like I need to do this prototype. Get used. I need people to use the prototype so I can iterate it and make it better. So that's like the big thing that I need to do in the next 6 weeks. Like some people need to use this. Habits is a big one, definitely. Like emotions is another one that literally just it's making me cry. I don't know. Gosh, emotions, habits, like these are the things. When I think about what's okay, so consciously, this is what's going on. Are there any areas where you might feel positive? Let's look at those first. So, in terms of where I may feel more positive, I feel like I'm spending my time positively. I feel like I've actually been doing quite good with sleep. Tonight, probably not the best because I know I have work tomorrow and I'm kind of freaking out about tomorrow. I know what I need to do. I'm going to go to my first class. I'm going to go to work. Then I'm going to go to school. Then I'm going to leave school and go to the city. And it's going to be okay. My food has not been the best, I'll be real, but socializing is popping off. Would I say that that's actually giving me energy though? Moving on. Gardening actually is great. Hugging trees 100%. Walking the dog, all movement has, been great. So I will leave that there. Yeah. Well, I kind of feel like that's, yeah. Sheesh. Food is giving me energy as well. I love food. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Singing is also giving me lots of energy. What are some things that are draining my energy? I'll do 5. Um, Honestly, tuition, that's pretty self-explanatory. Jeez, it's not my job. I love, and it's not that stressful. There are some points where right now I'm like, oh my gosh, they want me to deliver, and I don't know. I can't say I feel undervalued, but kind of don't feel like I'm not gonna be there long. Anyways, it will be a quick exit. Jeez. I feel like the prototype is stressing me out. Socializing is kind of stressing me out. I can't say all socializing is bad though. Some of it actually does. And yes, my sleep schedule could definitely be better. So I'm just gonna put a dot there, because you know what? Some of it is good. Like some of it I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. Some of it I'm like, oh no, that's not fine. That's okay though. Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at. So there's some of the things and how it's looking. What's up, Jamin? So okay. So now that we've kind of used this to identify, okay, where are the energy coming from? Where is the energy going that maybe isn't like the best? And I don't even want to say the prototype is like a bad thing. I think it's fine. I just think I'm like overthinking it. Okay, there's a lot of overthinking that happens in my mind. But, so I'll delete that for now. I feel like the prototype, it's not that bad. You know, we'll do half. That's fine. I'm. Emotions. Overwhelming. So I'm just gonna put some words that go with emotions now because they feel overwhelming. Overwhelming. I feel overwhelmed. You know, I just kind of I feel like a little bit foggy, and I feel like maybe this has to do with sleep, maybe, but I don't know, cause like I don't know, is it because of I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, that's not even an emotion. I just don't know how to describe the feeling. Okay, that's like some of the emotions I'm feeling. I'm also feeling patient. And nothing. Ah, me. Okay. I just Oh gosh. Some of the things that so that's how I feel. And I'm just gonna do like a think doesn't feel. Okay, so that's how I feel. Okay. Let's do like just ask my inner dialogue, like what are some things that you're saying? Um it's saying like I don't think I can do it all. And I'm just gonna let it go off for a bit, honestly. Just do some automatic writing, see what happens in my mind. And I might just start you know, speaking in tongues or whatnot. To kind of dig into the brain and see what pops up. Wow. I'm just like out here. I know, where's my face? It's here. So the thoughts, man, the thoughts. Crazy how they're just like, these are not like very, this is just like everything, right? Oh my gosh, like I have so much to do. These are literally thoughts that I have. I'm probably forgetting something. This is it, man. This is it. Oh my gosh, right? These are just a lot of the words that have been in my head for a while, and I know that it's important to write them down, let it out of the mind. Emotions, feels, says, and feels. Okay. So let's go on. Some of the habits that I've been experiencing lately that I don't know. I guess this is just like what's happening. Sleeping, not snoozing alarm, but sleeping after alarm. That is, my alarm goes off at 5:50, and then sometimes I what do I do? Just kind of like sit against the wall. I just sit there, and yeah, it's just a thing that happens. And I know I don't need to do that, especially because I've been working really hard the past week to get my sleep schedule, just go to sleep at a good time to get enough sleep, so that, not the best. Sleeping after alarm, Jesus, my head hurts, and I feel like maybe it's need to stay hydrated, so, and I probably get off the screen. Okay, screen reading in bed, very bad. And it goes like I started, like, sometimes I'll just do work, and I'm like, well, this is like low energy work, so you don't have to, you know. That is hot tea. I'm gonna just open this up so it can cool down. You saw that smoke, maybe. There's smoke. It's steam. Speaking of steam, there is a special game that came out. I wonder if... Yo, guys, I know this is so off topic, but like this special game came out called Tax Heaven 3000, and it's a dating simulator to file your individual taxes. It's free, but like you are putting in all of your tax information, so there is that aspect of it, but like it's literally a dating simulator for filing your taxes. Like, that's a thing, and it just came out today. So yeah, technology, we live in the future. Yeah, really, really, really fun. Like, this is so funny. Yeah, it's just so funny that they created that, which is cool because, like, you know, some people, when it comes to filing your 1040, it can get daunting, but with this great game now, it just seems like an everyday anime waifu just helping you with your life. Yeah, so there's that. Oh, okay, so back on the topic. Habits, right? Some of these habits, I feel like, just like not on phone when people are talking, and sometimes, you know, you're on the phone with them, you know, while they're talking. Sometimes it's just like maybe listening to music while they're talking. I don't know. Different, you know, different stuff. So those are some of the habits that we're dealing with. Okay. Gosh, there's like just, I'm just gonna say unresolved stuff. And that's what's going on in this part of the subconscious mind. It's just unresolved stuff. For the most part, I feel like some of this is just like relationships. You know, from my grandparents, partners, I'll say family, partners, friends and friends' partners, just like acquaintances. You know, when does acquaintance turn into a friend? Where does that acquaintances? I didn't spell that right. Let's say boundaries. Productivity. And what do I mean about productivity? Vibrations. Oh, yeah. I just feel like stop, start, there's no in between. And I don't know what this exactly means, you know, but that's what's coming in. Probably like that dash is in between the 2 years in which you die, or where everything happens. And the productivity is not really, you know, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And so that's kind of where we're at with that. I definitely want to just take a moment to think about health. Like, I think that's, I'll say life. I'll say God. Then we have life. And then we have health. Doop. Doop. Okay, so back to unresolved stuff. Just like crying, like honestly question, like why am I crying and feeling frustrated? So off. I don't know. I won't say so often. I'll just kind of a question because I don't know why, but it's just been a way I isolate myself from people a lot of the time. Yeah. Honestly, there is a reason why it's kind of nice to isolate yourself from people, but finding that balance is important, okay? And that's the key word here. Balance. You gotta find that balance. That balance is what we're here for. We're here for the balance. Yeah, so find that balance. Yeah, productivity's been stressing me out. Just stressing and spending time unwisely due to fearful judgment. Haha. Okay. I think that's yeah. That's a thing. Definitely a thing that I've been feeling. Physically giving self permission to rest. And just be. Crazy. But important. It's so important. I think honestly just like looking and feeling like a lame failure. Yeah, that's like a thing, it's a thing. Compared to others. Really trusting that this is my mission here on Earth. Okay, there we go. I think this mind map is pretty much where I would want it to be, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's see if we can line up. Let's see if we can line it up again. I want to see. Yes. Amazing! Amazing! Yay! Amazing! This is cool. I'm happy. So let's go over really fast and do some more highlighting as we audit our mind now and audit what's going on. So now that we wrote it out, we got some quotes, we got some subconscious, we got some conscious, we got some things up, down, above, below, kind of blank in the middle, which is God, like a sponge. It's like a sponge, and I've been using it in that purpose, in that way, to kind of absorb. But here are some things. Yes, it is late, and I am definitely going to sleep. But let's just finish this by saying, looking at the ones that I think are most draining me, and I'm just gonna highlight a maximum of 5 things now. Oops. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, doop. You really forgot who you are. I don't really feel that one. I think, yeah, these two I feel most. I have so much to do, and I'm probably forgetting something. That, like, literally, I've pretty much come to this point where I'm accepting, like, I can't do everything. I probably signed up for something, and it just didn't go. My mom's having high expectations when it comes to college, although college has been boring and wearisome. I'm at the point where I just told my parents, like, I'm going to the city instead of going to class because I'm going to eat free tacos with cool people from Build Space and hopefully tell the co-founder all of this stuff and blah blah blah. But who knows, who knows? I mean, I do because I have to know because I made this choice and now I have to know, and it's like kind of a thing. And I'm freaking out because it's just like one of those things where it's like you made your decision. You're doing this and now you have to do it. But like it's not that serious. It's okay. Life is not as serious as I think we make it out to be sometimes. So what are you gonna do? The best that you can do, right? In terms of screen in bed is quite a bad one. I think that's like just I need to connect back with myself and honor time without screens, and then it will trickle on to honoring time with others without screens. But first I have to start with myself on that one. Why am I crying, feeling frustrated? I don't think I need to know the answer. I think I just need to accept that it is what it is. Yeah, it does take time to finish things 100%. I think just stressing and spending time unwisely, that's been like a big one that's like super draining. And yeah, just don't need to do that. So those are the things that I will highlight for now. Now let's look at things that are a little bit more balanced. Balance, definitely. Giving myself to rest and be. So I just say just being, trusting. Okay. I just feel like, a lot of these things I'm just trying to find where it all goes. I don't have to try to conceptualize my emotions. They just are, and sometimes you don't have to understand why. But doing something like this, I think, helps me feel a little bit more in control of where my mind is going. And again, this is an exercise to police my thoughts, so that when words, like I can't do it all, or I can't do what I want to do, or the timing won't work out because XYZ, I can identify that. I wrote it down. I now have this awareness brought to my consciousness of this dialogue, and I can transform it into something that's more green, something that is more balanced. I'm working on tending to the garden of my mind, heart, body, and soul. And I have patience as I allow myself to just be. creating affirmations from this, I think it's powerful, and that's what I'm doing right now, as you guys can see, you know. um yes, so yeah, so this is what we got. I hope that you enjoyed this little mind mapping experience and that it gave you some value. Let me know by pressing the thumbs up, letting me know in the comments if you wrote along with me, or this inspired you to journal. I would love to know. Again, these help so much with me and my overthinking mind to just like get it on a piece of paper so that I can look at it. And I can see like what's going on, cuz that's the idea. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm ready to go to sleep, honestly. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get ready for bedtime now. And I appreciate you. I thank you. I love you. I honor you. Thank you so much for joining today's little mind mapping session. And may I see you in the next one. God bless. Namaste.